Today was finally the day of my very first international trip, and I could barely contain the mix of excitement, nervousness, and worry running through me. I spent almost 4 hours riding a bus toward Butuan City, watching the familiar roads slowly pass by, while realizing that I was really starting my first journey outside the country. When I finally reached Butuan around 10 in the morning, I still had plenty of time before my flight, so I decided to wander around Robinson's Mall and do a little window shopping. I stopped at Jollibee for a late lunch, ordered chicken and rice with a Coke, took a quick photo of my meal, and tried to enjoy it while my mind kept thinking about the flight ahead. After lunch, I grabbed my things and took a multicab toward Bangkok Airport. And with every kilometer, I felt the reality of my first international adventure getting closer. As soon as I arrived at Bangkok Airport, I went straight to the Cebu Pacific counter, got my boarding pass, passed security, and sat quietly near the boarding gate. As the boarding time approached, the excitement slowly turned into fear because this was my first time ever stepping onto an airplane and I honestly had no idea what would happen next. When they finally announced that boarding was open, I joined the line, handed over my Philippine passport, walked onto the Cebu Pacific aircraft, and found my assigned seat. When the airplane finally lifted into the sky, I closed my eyes and quietly prayed for safety because everything about this moment was completely new to me. After landing at Nai Terminal 3, I stepped into a completely unfamiliar airport and simply followed the crowd while carefully observing every sign and movement around me. As a curious first-timer inside Naya Terminal 3, I wandered around almost like I was exploring a shopping mall because everything felt so new and exciting to me.
I stopped at KFC for dinner and had chicken with rice, mashed potatoes, and a large Coke, taking another quick photo before finally eating.
When I returned to the airport, the counter for Bangkok was already open. I approached the counter with my passport and asked what I needed to do next. Please place your checked luggage on the scale. The Cebu Pacific staff patiently explained each step to me, and for the first time I started to understand how an international airport journey actually worked.
I nervously approached Philippine immigration, answered the questions as politely as I could, and felt an incredible sense of relief when I was finally cleared to leave the country.
After security, I wandered through the shops and duty-free area in amazement, taking in every little detail, because I still couldn't believe this was really happening. Finally, I reached my assigned boarding gate. I sat patiently waiting for my flight to Bangkok. I realized that my very first international adventure had officially begun. Thank you for reminiscing my travel memories through AI with me, and if you enjoyed this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe for more travel stories and future travel